what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you clicked on this video not to see me. If you're clicking on this, you know it involves my ferret Daisy. This is Daisy if you haven't met her. A lot of people on my channel come here for the ferret video. So hi if you're new and you're here. This is Daisy. There's a bunch of videos about her on my channel, but I've never done a story time video involving Daisy, and you guys always want more ferret videos, and I'm like, I can only talk about all the ferret care I do wrong so many times before I'm gonna have to do something else. And then I thought about stories I could tell involving Daisy or my other ferret that I used to have, and so that's what I'm gonna do today. This story happened probably like 4 years ago. She's just gonna hold on to my necklace and lick me right now and be really over this video. This happened like 4 years ago, probably. Are you okay? What are you doing? Is this necessary? Just wondering. I'm really wondering if this is necessary. Daisy. This is what having a ferret is like for all of you that were wondering. Now she's gonna rip the back of my shirt and go down because she doesn't care that we're trying to tell a story. And so Daisy, we went to Mexico. We go to Mexico every spring break, and obviously ferrets can't go to Mexico. So this little one and my dogs got a house sitter. The house sitter did basically everything that we did. Let Daisy play, fed Daisy, and gave Daisy water. Ferrets have a tendency to get sick. My old ferret died because it got sick and we had to put it to sleep. And that's one of the cons of ferrets, is they're really prone to getting sick, and a lot of the times there's not much you can do about it. And so basically what happened, we came home from Mexico. Daisy is not a little skinny baby. She's not fat, but she's definitely not skinny. She eats a lot, and yeah. So that was the first thing we noticed. I have a wrapped present over there and she just found it. That's the first thing we noticed, is Daisy was so skinny. Like, it was scary. And ferrets don't weigh a lot as it is, so if a ferret loses weight, you can tell because they're so baby. So that's the first thing we noticed. So then we were like, what's happening? Because mind you, we'd only been home for like a little, like we had just gotten home. It hadn't even been a full day that we like realized this. And so then my mom went and realized that she hadn't been eating her food and that she wasn't going to the bathroom, just like basic things that you would check. And we started getting really concerned. And she was a little bit playful. We tried to get her to eat and she didn't. So we gave it the night, and we were like, in the morning, if she's not eating, we'll take her to the vet. The next morning when we woke up, it was the saddest thing I'd ever seen. Like, she still wasn't eating and she had no energy whatsoever, obviously because she hadn't been eating. And I remember it was like 8 a.m. and I was like bawling, and I had to go to school, and I was like, I'm not going to school. Like, I'm taking this baby to the vet right now. So we went to the vet and they were like, there's not much we can do. We can monitor her, or you can we'll tell you what to look for and you can do it at home. They gave her an IV of water because she was dehydrated, obviously, because she wasn't eating or drinking. So they gave her an IV, and then they gave her a shot of sugar water or something, corn syrup, something to give her sugar, because ferrets, I think what she has, I don't know the exact thing because it happened 4 years ago, and gratefully we haven't had this issue since, but essentially like something with her insulin level, something that was giving, she was like super low on them, and that's why she was being the way she was. I sound so educated, I'm so sorry. There's gonna be so many ferret owners just cringing at like the correct terms. And it was supposed to pick up her blood sugars, and then it would have given her more energy, and it would have given her an appetite, and then she would eat, then she would gain weight, and everything would be okay. And they were like, just go home, it should be good. If something doesn't change, you can always bring her back. They were like, go buy corn syrup so you can give it to her. They gave me a syringe to give her the corn syrup in. Let me tell you, giving a ferret corn syrup, I felt a little better. So I went home, was with her, and I put her in my room, and like, I think that this is a prime example, or any other example of my videos. Like, if you see Daisy doesn't sit still. Like, when the video starts and she's just waking up, she'll lay down, but the second she's energized, she's climbing on my head. And so I had her in my room and she wouldn't get off my chest. Like, all she did was lay, and it was so sad because that's just not how she is. Like, if it was normal, it'd be really cute, but it just, like, it's not Daisy. So I was freaking out, and I would try to get her to play, and she would play for like 20 seconds, and then she would run off into the corner of the room and just sleep. And it was, again, so sad, and it was so scary because nothing was getting better. I was like, what's gonna happen to my poor baby? And then I remember we were eating dinner and she literally, like, we had her out because we were like just holding her and stuff, went to the bathroom everywhere, and I was like, Daisy doesn't do this. Oh my gosh, like, this is not getting better. If anything, it's getting worse. And so we talked about it because everything the doctor said was not working. And so we were like, all right, so we'll give her tonight. We tried to get her to eat again and she wouldn't. If nothing gets better by the morning, we're gonna take her to the bed again. And if they suggest that we put her to sleep, that's what we're gonna do, because we want what's best for the animal. We don't want to be selfish and just like whatever. It's been a day and a half, 2 days of her being this sick, and it's clear that she's not doing well. So that night, me and my mom were like bawling the whole night in a room with her, and we took her baby food, and I've talked to you guys about this before, or not her baby food, her normal food. And the normal food, you can soak it in water and mush it up and it becomes like the baby food for ferrets, and it's super liquidy. And so we would try to give that to her because it's not really eating, you know. And probably after an hour of trying, she finally came up to the bowl. Like, she wouldn't eat the normal pellets, but she slowly started eating the liquid food, thank God. And we were like, oh my gosh. And she would only at first eat it if you fed it to her, but we were like, whatever, this is so worth it. We're feeding this ferret as much as we possibly can. So she started eating again that night, and then in the morning she started eating baby food a little more. So we were like, okay, it seems like she's getting better. And then obviously, luckily, she got better. This is when we started learning, I guess, about how common ferret illnesses can be. Luckily, Daisy, because they said that, like the vet when we took her said that she got better, it could be temporary. I'm gonna look up what it's called and put it in the description, like what she has exactly, because like I said, I haven't had to deal with it or talk about it since, because she's been completely fine. But they're like, it could come back whenever. Luckily it hasn't, and luckily she's been okay. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that. And she is 100% better. She's a little crazy. If you guys want to know what Christmas is like with a ferret, that's what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. Daisy's too preoccupied right now to come say bye. So sorry you guys didn't see her that much. If you guys want more story times or more play times, like I want to do more ferret videos with Daisy, but like I want them to not just be me giving you tips on how to take care of a ferret and then get hated on for it, you know. So if there's anything that you want to see, like her playing or more story times or me talking about my other, just let me know, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. I love you. Bye.